Alright boys, welcome back. In today's video I'll be covering how one of my students made over $25,000 during April with one model and with one traffic source, solely Reddit. Let's start with why Reddit is one of the strongest free traffic sources for OnlyFans models right now. Reddit has millions of active users looking for exactly the type of content your models create. When it is done correctly, it is one of the most consistent free traffic sources available right now. Most agency owners either ignore Reddit completely or run it the wrong way and get banned within days. The ones who get it right are getting 100 plus new OnlyFans subscribers every single day from Reddit alone. If you're a model or you run an agency, this is easily one of the fastest ways to get traffic right now when it's done correctly. So let me explain this in a simple way. If you've never used Reddit before, don't overthink it. Reddit is basically just a massive collection of communities called subreddits. Each one is built around a very specific interest, and I mean specific, like fitness, gaming, cosplay, gold girls, coffee lovers, literally anything you can think of. So instead of posting into one big feed like Instagram, you're posting directly into groups of people who already care about that exact thing. That is what makes Reddit insane for creators. Users on Reddit are not passive scrollers. They are active, engaged users who are already in buying mode. When someone finds your model's content on Reddit, they are one click away from our OnlyFans page. The conversion rate from Reddit traffic to paid subscribers is higher than almost any other platform because the intent is already there. Reddit users are not browsing, they are looking for that type of specific content. For creators, Reddit is basically a traffic engine. You don't need followers, you don't need clout, you don't need history. Your posts get pushed based entirely on how people react to it. More upvotes means more visibility. More visibility means more impressions means more clicks. That's it, and the crazy part, one post can blow up in minutes, not days or weeks. We've had models post a single image and hit 40k impressions in a few hours, sometimes 300k. It depends on the subreddit and how hard it hits. And the audience is perfect for creators. Reddit is mostly men, mostly US based and mostly lonely. That's exactly who buys. Another reason why Reddit works so well as a traffic source is because you don't need constant new content. You can repurpose everything. One video becomes 20 or 30 clips, one photo shoot becomes weeks of posts. Same content, just different angles, different captions and different niches. Most people treat Reddit like a one account platform. That's a mistake. Reddit is a multi-account platform. You can run 5 accounts, 10 accounts, even 20 accounts for one model. Each in a different niche, each in different subreddits, each selling a different fantasy. It's the same girl but different versions. That's how you scale, not by spamming harder but by expanding sideways. However, most agency owners still run Reddit completely wrong. They get banned, they get shadow banned, they waste weeks building accounts that disappear overnight. And the reason is almost always the same, wrong setup from day one. The foundation of the entire Reddit system comes down to one rule: one Reddit account per phone. Each phone running its own SIM card on its own 4G data, no Wi-Fi, no shared IPs, no overlapping subreddits between accounts. Without this foundation, nothing else works. Now, when it comes to setup, everyone tries to get fancy with undetected browsers, emulators and crazy proxy setups. Honestly, most of that just creates more problems. What's worked best for us long term is simple: real phones, real mobile data and real human behavior. We tested all the fancy stuff. It works for a bit, then it blows up. Reddit and honestly most platforms now don't just look at your content, they look at how you behave. If you look fake, you get treated like spam. The golden rule: one account per phone. This is non-negotiable. Reddit hates when multiple accounts run on the same device or the same IP. You must keep each account completely isolated. Each phone has its own SIM card, its own 4G data, and it only ever runs that one Reddit account. Now, why 4G data is crucial? When you use mobile data, your IP changes naturally every time the connection resets. Reddit treats this as normal user behavior. When you use Wi-Fi, the IP stays the same for days or weeks. If anything happens to one account, every account connected to that network gets flagged together. That's why Wi-Fi is risky and 4G is safe. I've been doing this system for a long time. The phones I set up correctly are still alive more than a year later. Even when Reddit does mass ban waves, the accounts that follow this setup survive because they look like real separate people. The cleanest way to run this setup is on a new Android running on mobile data with normal usage patterns. Not Wi-Fi, not emulators, not shared junk. This gives you way higher trust, way fewer bans and way less stress. Now, when it comes to getting your Reddit accounts, there's two options: buying accounts or making them yourself. If you live in the US or the UK, you can usually buy age-rated accounts that were created in those countries. This will be safe because your phone's location matches the place where the account was originally created. If you live anywhere else, buying accounts becomes risky. You cannot take a US account that was created in the US, then suddenly log into it from another part of the world with a completely different device and SIM card. And the reason for that is that Reddit will treat this like someone hacked the account and will either lock it or shadow ban it. So what do you do if you can't buy local accounts? The best solution is simple, make them yourself. If you want to learn how to make your own Reddit accounts and warm them up, join my Discord, the link is in the description, and send me a message. Now let's talk about your Reddit profile. Most people treat it like a dumb page. It's not. It's a character. Your bio should feel human, not corporate, not generic. It should feel like a person, not a funnel. Hobbies, vibes, personality, not just hot girl link below. And don't use direct links. Always use a link in bio page. And each Reddit account should have its own separate link page. This is one of the small details that saves you later. When it comes to posting, your goal is simple. You want at least 20 upvotes per post. If you're not hitting that, something is wrong. Either the content is mid, or you're in the wrong subreddit, or you picked the wrong niche. Test each subreddit for a few days. If it's dead, don't force it, move on. Now let's talk about scaling. Most people think scaling means posting more. That's wrong. Scaling on Reddit means spreading sideways. You don't overlap niches, you don't overlap subreddits. Each account has its own role. Same model, different fantasies. One account might be gamer girl, another one cosplay, another one goth girl, another one gym girl. You get the point. Same person, different angles. This is how you multiply reach without triggering spam signals. Now let's talk about content. Reddit doesn't reward average content. It rewards contrast. If your post blends in, it's dead. Every post should make someone pause. So you study the top performers in a specific subreddit you want to post, and you break them down. Lighting, background, framing, pose, expression, outfit. You're not just posting hot pictures, you're engineering attention. Now let's talk about bans. Most people think they get banned because of content. That's only half true. You usually get banned because of behavior. Reddit watches how you act. If you only post and never interact, you look fake. If you post non-stop, you look fake. If you copy-paste, you look fake. Spacing matters. Gaps matter. Patterns matter. Normal people get caught in doom scrolling. They scroll, they comment, they disappear, they come back. Copy that and start behaving like a normal user. Reddit also has an internal trust system, whether they admit it or not. Good signals for that trust system: account age, karma, real comments, normal browsing. Bad signals: mass posting, no interaction, no gaps between posting and actions, only promotional behavior. If your account only exists to sell, it gets treated like trash. Mod filtering hack. One of the biggest hacks is filtering subreddits by mod behavior. Some subreddits are run by chill mods. Some are run by control freaks. You want to avoid the second group. How do you do that? Go into a subreddit, sort by newest, scroll. If you see tons of deleted or banned users, that's a red flag. Log it, avoid it, move on. This alone saves you months of headaches. Now shadow ban recovery. If you think you're shadow banned, here's what we do. Stop posting for a couple of days, scroll, like, comment, remove the link from bio for 48 hours, then resume slowly. Where most people mess up. Most people fail because they rush. They panic, they overpost, they try to hack the system instead of blending into it. This game rewards patience. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole system. Reddit isn't complicated, but it is unforgiving if you rush it or try to game it. Most people mess this up because they treat accounts like disposable, spam too hard, or skip the boring parts like warm up and research. We do the opposite. We treat accounts like assets. We let them age, we niche them properly, and we post on multiple accounts instead of just posting more and more on one account. Now, if you want access to my full Reddit system and learn exactly how I run Reddit for my own models, click the link in the description and join my private Discord. Inside my Discord, I've covered in detail how to set up your accounts correctly so they survive long term, how to build karma fast without getting flagged, which subreddits to target for maximum conversion, how to scale across multiple accounts and multiple models, and lastly, how to use VAs to run the whole operation remotely. To get access to my full Reddit system, click the link in the description to join my private Discord and send me a DM.